So you're looking into getting a Toyota GR86 or Subaru BRZ. Maybe you've had your eye on them since they first released, or you have a newfound interest in them. Either way, I'm here to give you the full breakdown on what this car does right, where it falls short, and most importantly, should you be buying one? If you're new here or have never watched one of my videos before, my name is Justin, and this is my 2023 Toyota GR86. I've owned my 86 for a little while now. In fact, I've had it for a little over 2 years. I've installed a bunch of mods onto it, even though it's my daily driver, and I'm always putting it through its paces and having a bunch of fun with the car as well. The first thing that I want to talk about is why I feel this car is so much fun. Let's start with the best part, handling. The 86 in BRZ weighs in at just under 2,900 pounds and has a super low center of gravity thanks to the boxer engine that it has. Even completely stock, if you were to take this car out on some twisty back roads or out on the track, it feels absolutely amazing and is perfectly set up. When you're driving a vehicle like the 86 or BRZ, it's super predictable and can even help you improve your driving skills. When you begin to start driving this car more aggressively, you learn how it reacts when you drive it hard into corners and how to correct it if need to as well. It's one of those cars that makes any drive that you go on fun, even if it's just on a simple cruise. The second thing I want to talk about is whether you should get this car in a manual or automatic transmission. If you guys look, you'll see that I have a 6-speed manual transmission in my 86. The 6-speed manual in this car is really smooth and the throws are decently short as well. The clutch feels light and it makes you feel like you're connected to the car. But what if you don't want a manual? The automatic transmission is fine, but it's not the reason you'd buy one of these cars. It includes paddle shifters on the steering wheel, and for certain people it may be a better option for daily driving. But if you really want to experience the way this car was meant to be driven, I'd recommend you just getting it in the 6-speed manual. The next thing that I want to talk about is aftermarket mod potential. All right, let's be real. If you're like me, stock is never enough. The aftermarket support on one of these cars is insane. You can keep it more tame and OEM plus looking, or you can go absolutely crazy and get stuff like wheels, coilovers, aero, exhaust, a wide body kit, or even a turbo kit if you're interested in making some more horsepower. The 86 and BRZ community has been around for so many years, and so many more people have grown a love and passion for one of these cars. Companies are constantly putting out new parts for these cars, and there's so many different people that you can get inspiration from and make your build unique in your own way. Now I'm going to get into the things that people don't normally like mentioning when it comes to these cars. The torque dip and power struggles. Now before you decide if this is the right car and buy one, let's talk about the question that most people wonder when purchasing a sports car, and that is, what is the horsepower like and does it feel fast? Completely stock, the FA24 makes around 228 horsepower, and although that may not seem like a lot, it's still pretty quick. I would say that it's still pretty fast, but if you're looking for a vehicle that's good for straight line racing, this definitely may not be your best option. However, even with a few simple mods, you could still go out and have some fun with it. The next thing that I want to mention is the infamous RTV issue that these cars have. If you've done your research, you most likely have already heard about this problem. Basically, the GR86 and BRZ engines had a bad issue where excess RTV sealant would break off and clog in the oil pickup tube, which would then lead to potential engine failure. Supposedly, Subaru fixed this with their later models, but if you're buying one, I would definitely recommend having yours checked and cleaned out like I did. The next thing I'm going to talk about is the interior and the daily comforts. As you guys heard me mention before, this is my daily driver, and it's my one and only car that I have. Let's be honest, the interior, it's basic, I'm not gonna lie. It's mostly just black plastic pretty much everywhere. And I know that the premium models have certain features like Alcantara on the door cards, but for a brand new car like it is, I think the interior is pretty tame. You guys know me, I'm a short ass dude, but to be honest, there really just isn't much room in one of these cars. The back seats in this car are pretty much non-existent, as you guys could see, as my seat's pretty much already touching the back. You could probably fit 2 people back there, but I tell you what, it definitely won't be comfortable. Look who we got pulling up. For those of you who have never seen my brother Jordan's Civic Si, we just recently got done wrapping it in this new yellow color. I'd highly recommend you guys going over to his channel and checking out all the videos that he makes on his car. So Do you think the GR86 and BRZ is a good car for you? If you love driving and want a lightweight, balanced car that makes every corner exciting, then I would say yes. But if you want something that's crazy fast out of the box or something that doesn't tempt you to modify it every 5 minutes, then this may not be the best option for you. For those of you watching who own a GR86 or a BRZ, I'd love to hear your opinion down below on whether or not, if you could go back, would you decide to purchase this same car again? So with that being said, if you guys found this video helpful or enjoyed it, please make sure you give it a like down below. It helps me out so much. Subscribe if you're new, that way you can stay up to date on all the content that I post with my 86, just like this. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Peace.